Hello, my lovely, wonderful friends. It's Kristen, or Krusty, if you would like to call me that. For today's video, we're doing a collab. Yay! So this is going to be a collab with Karen, and her channel name is Glam Girl 7. Of course, I will have her tagged and linked below. Karen does a lot of like Dollar Tree, Temu hauls. She does the Ipsy Glam bag. She does Max Monday, I think, on occasion, kind of like me. But she reached out to me and she's like, would you like to do a collab on like affordable makeup? We're talking like Dollar Tree makeup. And I said, absolutely, because I love a bargain and I love sharing with you. We didn't quite do a whole face because I didn't really have any complexion products as far as like foundation or concealer, because I have a hard time finding those in my Dollar Trees. Just never a good shade match. They usually kind of carry like the medium shades, and I am too pale for that. So I already did my base. The other thing I don't have is a mascara. I have tried a few from the Dollar Tree, usually LA Colors. Didn't love those, and that's the only ones I could find when I went the other day. So I didn't want to pick up one that I wasn't sure I would like anyway. I didn't want to be wasteful. So really most everything I already had, except for I was going to use the contour wand dupe from the other video I did the other week. But then I decided to pick up this bronzer and this palette. I didn't have any eyeshadow palettes from Dollar Tree currently, I don't think. So I picked that up. But everything, the other few things I did have, I got a lip gloss and these very adorable, the heart blush and heart highlighter. So we're gonna start off with the eyes. I already prepped it. I put on the Farrah eyeshadow primer, and we'll just bust in here. So this is from the Beauty Institute. I think that's the name of the brand. I already threw away the packaging and doesn't have it on there, but I think it's Beauty Institute. It's BI, I know, is the letters. So this is all matte, smoky browns. I thought this would be a good palette to show off because a lot of people can use that. As you know, I'm not a super neutral girly, but I thought this would be a good one to show off. So that's why I picked it. Should we try some swatches? Y'all know I'm not the best swatcher in the world. I'm going to lay a little bit of primer down on my arm, see if that helps. It didn't have a lot of options when it came to, I think I'm too primed. It's not wanting to stick. There we go. I kind of live in a very like rural area, even though, as I mentioned before, I do live in the second largest city town in my state. It is still very small and just kind of not in the middle of a lot going on. So we don't always get like a lot of options. I do have 2 Dollar Trees in my town. I would say they're both pretty equal as far as stock goes. One is definitely more organized than the other. But as far as stock goes, I've found like viral products at both that I haven't necessarily found at the other ones. I don't want to go in dark, but dark. So I'm going to go in with that brown for like the crease and outer shade. And if I wanted to, like, because some people are like, oh, go to a different town, and you know, and those people live like 5 miles from the next town with a Dollar Tree. If I wanted to go to another Dollar Tree, I would have to go like 2 hours. So, hence why I don't hit up a bunch of them. Oh, I went in way too heavy on that, and I didn't do that to get off the excess. So you do know you get some pigment, so that's nice. It's not laying down patchy. And even though I kind of went a little ham, I can fix that. Learn my lesson, tap off the excess. But I do like to showcase that, you know, you don't have to spend a ton of money on makeup. You know, especially like for me, I feel like makeup's a little bit more of a hobby. But for some people, they just want to, like, you know, make themselves look a little nice, and that shouldn't be like, doesn't necessarily have to break the bank. So I like to show that side of, you know, makeup and beauty as well. Okay. Definitely like how it is on the side when I didn't go too crazy, but I'm gonna go in with that same brush. I'm gonna go in with like this kind of, not quite the lightest, but not super dark either. I'm gonna go with the same brush and see if we can kind of chill that out on that side when I went, where I went a little ham. If that doesn't work, there is 2 even lighter shades, which is really nice. It kind of really plays to that smoky look vibe. Alright, so I am going to go in with this one where I just went a little crazy. I'm going to go in with like that. That's almost like my skin tone. Like that could almost be like a setting, powder shade for me. And just really kind of be like, hey, yo, chill out. That's something you can do as well. Like if you say have a shade that doesn't blend out super well, doesn't blend down, it looks a little harsh. If you don't have like a color in your palette that is lighter that would work, you can use like your translucent setting powder, and that will definitely help with that. Okay, that's not what I want. I'm gonna go in with like a flat kind of brush, dense brush. Oh, what color do I want to use? I kind of want to use this color right here. I will say I don't love the like different size pans. Just in general, I've never seen a palette that has different size pans, unless it was like a face and eyeshadow palette together that I thought that I like the look of. It's more of an aesthetic thing really than anything else. This I'm just going to go in on the under eye. That really is laying down really nice. And maybe I do want to do the black. Do I? Sure. Why not? So I'm going to go in with the black and a slightly fluffy brush. Just tap it in there to do my outer corner. And I'm just kind of swirling that a little bit. I want to go real light with it because I don't want to be like, pow. So we're uploading on Tuesday, but it is Saturday morning when I am doing this. I don't have any big plans for the weekend. but I hope you guys all had a great weekend. I am going to get a haircut. Woohoo! Nothing crazy. I'm just going to cut off a couple inches, just kind of get rid of like the scraggly stuff. I'm just bringing it like just a little bit on the like lower lid. Nothing crazy. That actually looks nice. Now, the one thing I'll say, I'm a shimmer girly, so I would probably get like a loose one or another palette. But this, like, you know, if you're like a business girly and you just want to do something simple, this is probably good for you. So I'm going to go in with this shade, and I'm just kind of put it on my lid just to have like a little bit of color there. Nothing crazy. So as far as like my preferred color story or like type of palette, this isn't gonna like rank #1 by any means, but it's actually performing very well. I'm pleasantly surprised. I haven't tried anything from the brand, so that's just kind of my finished neutral-esque smoky look. I am happy with that. I'm very impressed. And then for mascara, like I mentioned, I didn't have any from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to go with my Tower 28. This is a brown mascara. I think it will go well with the eye look. And while this isn't a like bargain mascara by any means, I did get it in like a Sephora's favorite kit, so I got a deal on it. Maybe not a Dollar Tree deal, but I got a deal. So, and it made me realize I do on occasion, depending on the eye look, eyeshadow look, I do like a brown mascara, so that's kind of cool. Kind of learn new things about myself. All right, next up is we're gonna go in with the bronzer. This is from Le Mercerie. This has kind of been a brand that has been featured. Oh, it's that plastic packaging that doesn't like to open easily. Been featured fairly recently in Dollar Tree. Where are my tweezers? They have some pretty lip glosses. I didn't pick any up because I have so many. But they have some really pretty lip glosses. They have the bronzer. They do have eyeshadow palettes. I didn't have any in my Dollar Tree. Okay. I want to make sure I was at least opening it from the right angle. Oh gosh, we might not be able to try this. Okay, I think I got it. That's the thing I don't like about like cheaper packaging. I don't really care if packaging's cheap. But I want to be able to open it and use it. Shouldn't take me 2 minutes to open it. I'm going to use this fluffy brush from Sydney Grace. Just tap it in there. I do love the impression in there. That's very cool. And just kind of do it on the sides. Let me get my lighted one. Whoop. Do a little on the cheeks. It's not super pigmented, which for me, I love that because I'm a pale girly. So I don't like to have like a ton of pigment in my bronzer because doesn't look good to put like dark brown on white. So if you're not pale, you might want to, like if you are slightly more than super pale, you might want to go with a darker color. It's okay, it feels nice. Like I said, you saw me struggle with the packaging. It doesn't give off a lot of pigment, like I'm swatching it there. So you kind of have to really work for the pigment. So kind of use a lot to build up, but it's not patchy. It's not like super harsh. It's a little warm leaning for what I like personally, but that's just goes with like my undertones and stuff. So this is, I would say, an okay. We'll have like yes, no, okay kind of ranking. So far eyeshadow palette, yes. Bronzer, okay. And then next up, we will have this cute little blush. This is from My Oni is the brand. And this is Deep Coral. It's the color. I have another one of these. And I think they only had the 2 colors as far as like this packaging. And I got the other color too. I don't know where it is. Imagine that. And this one I have used once or twice before and did enjoy it, so I already know it's a yes. Not the most pigmented. You have to build it up a little bit, which for someone like me who likes to go ham on my blush is a good thing. I don't mind building it up. So I will say, you know, you might go through the product a little bit faster because you have to build it up. Knowing me, I have 5 million blushes. I'm never gonna reach the end of a blush. But this does give like a nice little lovely flush of color. It sounded like somebody was at the door. Okay. I like it. So another yes. And then we have the highlight. I haven't tried the highlight yet. This is in the shade Glow. Ioni is a brand featured a lot in Dollar Tree as far as like makeup goes. I've heard a lot of good things about their lashes. I don't do fake lashes, but I've heard a lot of things. I will say going in with it with the brush, there was a decent amount of like kickback in the pan, so it might be a little on the powdery side. Let's just go over here. Yeah, I don't know if, probably didn't see it on camera. There's a lot of powder kicking up. Put it on the nose. I think the powder went up my nose because, ooh, okay. This might be one where your finger might be better because there was a lot, or a smaller brush. I'm gonna kind of, because it definitely laid down a lot. So I'm just gonna kind of diffuse it out. Yeah. So the highlighter I'm not in love with, but I don't like, it isn't trash. Like, it isn't like I'm gonna throw it away. I do feel like there has more like of a glitter overlay than what, instead of the top, like it's a bit of an overlay, so maybe once you use that top layer, it might be a little bit better. So this is what it looks like swatched. You can definitely have that gleam. I also like a little bit more like bam with my highlighter. This is a little more subtle, so it's okay. I would say maybe okay for the highlighter. For me personally, if you do get this, it is a little more subtle. I would either use a fairly small brush and go in really light-handed, or use a finger to just tap it on, and maybe just kind of get rid of that top layer. I found that with some highlighters, they have like this top layer that like overspray kind of thing that doesn't always perform the best. So sometimes if you get rid of that, it works well. So, okay. And oh, almost forgot lips. I have this LA Colors Plump Gloss. I actually have two of these. The other one I have is a little more of a like purpley berry color. This is a little more of like a pinky nude color. And I think I have like a Wet n Wild one that I know I got at Dollar Tree, but I couldn't find that when I was looking for options. These are really nice. It says plumping. I don't feel any like tingling or anything, so if you get that expecting that, I didn't find that you will have that, and I'm very much of a weenie when it comes to like the plumping stuff, so I think if it was going to have any, I would notice. But it is a really nice gloss, so if you're just looking for like a regular gloss, it's good. It feels really nice. It's not sticky. It does give a little bit of color without, I find with glosses for me, if they are not really opaque, if they have more of a color to them, they tend to be a little more gloopy, a little like thick for me. This doesn't, I don't have it with this gloss, so I really enjoy it. So, all right, here's the final look. I like it. Like I said, highlighter's not my favorite. Bronzer's okay. Blush was really nice. I liked the lips. The eyeshadow palette performed really well. Yeah, I would call it a win overall. I'd give it like a 7.5 out of 10. What I don't even know what that means. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please check out Karen's video. Like I said, Glam Girl 7, but of course I will have her tagged and linked below. And I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope I see you soon. Bye.